That's vile. I need to know who said that.
Welcome back to the People's Podcast, The Bunt. Y'all know what the fuck it is. I'm D Jones. I got my main man, the Ghost, with me. We got J Boogie Burrows and Ants One behind the scenes.
It's a cool
Ghost. Let the people know what we got popping this week.
Yo, huge week here in Studio E. We got none other than Mike Ward in the building. He devastated us this past summer, you know what I'm saying? Draining threes left, right, and center. But he's such a real one. We had to have him on the pod, get to know him a little better. He's a G and excited to see his career play out, doing it big for Violet and Adidas. Then we taking y'all to the post office, you know what I'm saying? Got some videos, some voice notes, some people clowning themselves this week. Very, very great post office. And then wrapping it up with some NBA, NFL. Did you talk NHL?
First,
yeah, we talked NHL.
Yeah.
A nice, versatile rundown for the people. You get.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram at The Bunt Live. Subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/@TheBuntLive. Hit up our Patreon, patreon.com/The Bunt. And then head over to thebuntlive.com, man. Keep you up to date with the Bunt Live Foundation, the Bunt Jams, new clothing drops, which is hopefully happening sooner than later. And as always, the Bunt catalog, every episode logged for your listening pleasure. Fuck, I killed that. Just throwing that out there. Ghost.
Hey.
What?
Shout out Anthony Mapstone for being a patron, man. A real one in the building.
Yeah. Please go to the YouTube and subscribe, man. And hit our Patreons. It's the holiday season. It's time for y'all to start giving. Ghost, shout out of the week. Sodi season quickly approaching. I like what you did last week, man. I don't know if you're ready for it this week, but we need to get a safe as B list on Sodi contenders and where your list is lining up. I'm going to give you a week to percolate on that. But for now.
So next week. Okay.
Next week.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's do it. We
Next
got to get
week.
some music popping in the whole
Oh, yeah.
Stephen A thing. Yeah.
mean. You might have to stand up beside the blank wall in the back. Start pointing the shit and we'll attempt to add a graphic.
Okay, now I'm pumped.
It's funny when we're like, add a graphic here, over there. I have no idea what that takes, but maybe we'll just be sitting in these chairs. The Ghost shout out of the week. You do the dirty work so we don't have to, man. What do you got?
You already know what the fuck it is, D Jones. It's Shout of the Week, brought to you by The Den, your home for all the highest quality skate videos, man. It's free with over 2,000 videos curated by people like us at The Bunt, built to preserve the classics and feature all the newest releases in the highest quality, man. It's available everywhere, Apple, Android, on the web, the big screen with Apple TV. Get in there free and watch your favorite videos. Enter theden.com/bunt. Man, we got a revolutionary shout out of the week this week. One of my favorite parts I've seen in quite some time. Shout out to Momiji Yashia, contest killer, and now street legend, young legend. I think she's 17, just doing it the biggest with the hands down Antoine Dixon-esque heel flipping gaps, switch heel and gaps. Switch 270 front board on a rail. This was quite the monumental part. I think she's also real family. Shout out Deluxe Spitfire Real. Momiji knows what's up. Getting down my boy Katora Mitani with some guest tricks. Man, this is must-see TV. Don't sleep if you haven't seen the part. Go peep it. If you have seen it, go watch it again at entertheden.com/bunt. You heard?
Ghost. Only one thing left to do, man. We got to drink some Beamers. And I know the place to do it.
What you got up your sleeve, dog? I'll meet you there.
What do I have up my sleeve? You know, just one of the greatest places in the East End, man. The Comrade at Queen and Broadview, one of our favorites. The food is spectacular. the burgers, the green goddess salad, the service. You know, that place is absolutely bumping. Monday to Friday, and then on the weekend it gets even more bumping, and the Beamers are everywhere. Just get down there, man. The Comrade, Queen and Broadview. We love the East End, and we love our Beamers, man. Ghost, ain't nothing left to do, man. It's interview time. Mike Ward, arch nemesis on the court, but a friend inside Studio E. Let's get it poppin'.
Hell yeah.
We got Mike Ward in the building. What's cracking, dog?
What's going on, guys? Long time no see.
Oh, yeah. I remember the last time we ran.
Not
into
long
you,
enough,
man.
for fuck's sakes. Reliving horrible memories right now.
We'll meet again.
Yeah, I hope so, man. So, Mike, we start every show off the same. Hit us with your favorite skate moment and your favorite sports moment.
Favorite skate moment is probably just seeing like the homies get on and like make something out of skating. Was pretty sick to watch that and inspiring, and like now we're all just like kicking it, fucking doing the same shit. So that's probably my skate moment right there.
That's clean.
And then sports moment, I had two, but if I had to pick one, it's probably Kobe's last game. Gotta be his last game. That shit was critical.
Hell yeah.
That shit was good. Shaq asked him for 50, gave him 60.
That's
Live
crazy.
on TV. Yeah. And he was so bad that whole year, but like none of the Kobe's fans cared. We knew it was coming. Old as hell. Post Achilles, and then he just, that 60 piece, yeah. I stayed up late to watch that one. I thought you were gonna say when you eliminated us in the Bunt Jam, so respect.
Yeah.
Nah.
What's the second one, man? It's got to be the Super Bowl. No?
Super Bowl? I mean, I wasn't downtown at the time. I was back like at home, like where I'm from, so I wasn't like in the city or nothing. But my second one, yeah, probably honestly just like when the Birds make it to the Super Bowl, like tailgating is crazy. Like you go down to the stadium, like I never really done that shit before, so you get there and it's just like 50-year-old dudes, and you just like say "Go Birds," and they're just throwing beers at you and shit, like giving you food.
Yes,
like
sir. Tailgate.
that shit. Yeah, the
That's what's
tailgate
up.
parties
Mm-hmm.
probably the second best.
So Mike, take us back to the beginning, man. Where'd you grow up and how'd you get into skating?
I grew up like in this town called Lansdale. It's like 45 minutes north of Philly, like the suburbs, and pretty much just Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Let's
Like
go.
my dad got me the
Proper.
game, had the Xbox, first Xbox, and then like I think me and all my, like I wasn't really skating. I had the game for so long, but I was like so like fiend on Call of Duty, like the first Call of Duty I had, because we'd always play that. And then one day my friend was like, "Oh, you have Tony Hawk?" And I'm like, "I have Tony Hawk?" And we like pop that shit in, and we're like, "Okay, this shit is like pretty cool." And then like everyone came over, we were playing Tony Hawk, and then we're like, we need like how they had like the skate parts in the game and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Watching that, and then we were just like, "Holy fuck, we need to get skateboards." And then we all like slowly got our boards and like had like a little crew that we started skating with.
That's proper, man. What would you consider your first big break in the skate industry?
I don't know. Probably just, I don't know, meeting Bill
Mm.
and then him like just pressing buttons or whatever the fuck he be doing, hitting those buttons. So
Yeah, he does his
Yeah.
thing, man. He was cheesed. He wasn't at the Bunt Jam, dude. He was pissed.
dude, I told him we were going, and then he's like, "All right, cool, like," and then I'll be like, "No, like we're like really doing it, like let's do it." And then like it just a switch flipped, and he's like, "Bro, you guys have to win. Like you guys just like have to win. Like you can't lose. Like there's no way."
Yeah.
But he couldn't pull up. I wish he did, but
Yeah, he
Next
was hitting
year.
me up like, "Yo, y'all need to live stream this shit because people are trying to see who won, and all they get is little bits on stories. You know, it's not like full games. So it's like, it's a good business opportunity right there. Live stream the tournament next year, man.
That would be fresh, honestly.
Yeah, but Coach Bill is pulling up. He's got to come next year, man. Maybe that was the missing ingredient.
Yeah, maybe that's what we needed. I think we slipped up on the coaching end.
Yeah.
We had Troy playing D for a full game in jeans. It didn't work. It did not work.
We're making coaches mandatory next year. We didn't have one either. So that shit, Grant and Nick Katz killed it. So every team got to have a coach next year for the comedy.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get Bill up here.
True. Oh, yeah. Got to.
So in doing some research, all the homies mentioned when they first met you, you were the homie rocking skinnies or some joggers and riding around on one of those wheeled hoverboards, man. Is that what you're bringing from the burbs to Philly? Like, what's good?
It's a sick first impression.
That's vile. I need to know who said that. I had stopped skating for maybe 4 years. So, and I was just I got into basketball in that 4 years. So I just was pretty much came fresh off a basketball court and was I'm trying to skate again, you know? So I had I had joggers, some Jordan 1s on, some tight ass fucking joggers, really tight. But I don't know, that was the Steves when you were on the court, so.
Yeah. Can't blame you.
It is what it is, man.
So, bro, take us back to your basketball career a little bit, having to choose ball over skating and then coming back to skating after ball. How serious was your basketball career?
Well, in my mind, it was serious.
Shit?
Yeah, but I don't know. So I'll probably say I skated from maybe 8 to 10-ish. I don't know, maybe that Tony Hawk Pro Skater thing happened. And I skated up until 16. I had stopped once before because I was playing baseball too at the time. So I stopped for a little bit. And then I started skating again heavy 8th, 9th grade. And then when I was 16, my dad had passed away. And then I slowly just recluse off of skating and stopped talking to the homies kind of. And then I stopped going to school and I was fully just in the crib, not really knowing what to do at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe for a year I had dropped out or something. And then my one homie, my best friend growing up, we both got the boards together off Tony Hawk Pro Skater and shit. He had stopped skating, but he got super into basketball, and we played video games and shit. So one day he's dude, just come out, get out the crib, let's play ball. And it was my first time. I never played basketball. I was so trash. I just remember being what the fuck is going on? I don't even know what's happening. And then slowly we'd play ball, and then we started playing 2K, and then I just fell in love with basketball probably 17-ish. I got into it heavy. And that's when fucking Curry was fucking cooking, and I remember just sitting in the basement watching Curry in the finals and all that shit, LeBron. And then yeah, I was just fuck, I want to play basketball. So I remember I was yo, I'm trying to go back to school, I want to play for the school team. And then yeah, I ended up going back 11th grade, and then I played for the high school 11th and 12th, and was just that was my shit. Skateboarding was so far gone at the time, fully out the window. And I was just hooping, but I was ass, you know. I was I could play a little bit, but when it came to organized basketball, I didn't really know what was going on too much. But I just knew I liked to play. And then yeah, I played 11th and 12th, and then I was about to play. I played at this community college for a semester. And I just remember we had this 70-year-old coach. Dude was just so rusty, can't even just walking around, can't even really do much. And I just remember it made me remember why I quit baseball and all that other shit back in the day to skate. I'm not trying to have some crusty old dude running some crazy offense, doesn't know what a 3-pointer is. We're all inside the arc, we're getting cooked. It was so bad. Now I remember I was just yeah, fuck this. And then I stopped playing ball. And then I was chilling for a bit again. And then I was just bought a skateboard. Like I want to skate, and then that's how I like I guess got back into. That was my ball saga from like, and then that was probably like when I was like 20 is when I started skating again.
Wow.
Quit. Yeah. So
How old are
it's
you
just a
now?
quick 26.
Damn.
Damn, bro. Quick
We some
turnaround.
fucking we some dinosaurs out here, Ghost.
Bro, but you picked shit up quick from the sounds of it. You just never played ball, then you're playing for your high school team, and then start skating again at 20. Hasn't even been that long, and look at you now on the board. It's pretty dope.
Shit.
Natural
G
born
shit.
athlete. At what
Yeah.
point do you start leaving the suburbs and going into? Is it Philly? Is Philly the first big city you start going to skate? Yeah.
Yeah, Philly. That time where I stopped, I was still going to community college for a bit, and I would just like go down to the city, kind of. And there was this kid that I used to skate with back before I stopped, and he would just be at Temple, like the college in the city. So I would just go up every like maybe once or twice a week, skate up there, skate around and shit, and like slowly get introduced kind of to like the dudes out there. But there's a skate park like by my suburb, so that's where I really met like most of the people. Like I met Chris there, and I remember like me and Chris like we wouldn't really say much, but we just like skate the skate park. Like I remember I remember him saying like he was talking to my one friend who was also at the park the one time, was like, this kid in the fucking tight ass joggers like skating the skate park and shit. But then I'd see him in the city and it would just be like head nod like shit, and then yeah, slowly got introduced to those guys, and then like my homies that got me into basketball, they were moving to Temple for this for their senior year, and then I just was like, yeah, I want to go skate in the city and shit, so I just like moved in with them.
Sick.
Yeah,
Is there any footy out there that we can find of you in the skinnies and shit?
and the skinnies there is. So there was this part I was filming with this guy kind of introduced me to like filming street kind of, because I was just like, just like going around as a kid. And I started filming with him like when I was like 16, like Janowski, Chino era, like what the fuck's that hat called? The like 5-panel hat, is that what it's called? And then yeah, I stopped skating, and he was still filming this video through the whole year, or through those 4 years, and then I started again, and then I ended up finishing the part in the video. But it's
That's
Suburban. It's called Suburban Selection. I think the part's online somewhere. It's Bill Simpson. It's the filmer. It's my
Hell
OG.
yeah.
We'll be finding that.
Yeah, there's some skinny ass joggers
That's fire.
all
though.
over that part. Yeah,
So Mike, why do the people call you Dungy, man?
Dungy.
Yeah,
Dungy.
Dungy.
My bad.
Dungy. I just pretty much started playing this video game, and I'm just like, they call my room the dungeon, because I'll just be like, all right, y'all, like, not go in, close the door, and just be like in my room playing the game like crazy. And then they'll always be like, come outside, like, let's go, like, do this. I'll be like, nah. And I'm like, bro, you're always in a dungeon. You're always in a dungeon.
What game you on, man?
League of Legends is what I'm playing right now.
All right. We
Hell
ain't
yeah.
gamers, so I got no clue. But I
Me
used
neither,
to play
but-
a little NHL back in my day, but that's about it. True.
You watch the
Canadian
show
NHL.
Arcane?
Nah, haven't heard of it, I don't think.
I think it's based off League of Legends on Netflix.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite
Yeah.
shows.
Really? I gotta
Might have
tap
to
in. I
peek.
gotta see
His,
what that's
his
about.
ears perked up when he heard that.
Yeah.
Man. He's
Yeah.
like, shit, I might be into this, yo.
I might be into that, yeah.
I don't know anything about the game, but that's when I watched the show. Someone's like, "Yeah, that's the League of Legends show." So
Really?
unless
It's a good show?
I might be completely. Oh, dude, it was epic.
I gotta check
I
it
kind
out
of
for
want to
sure.
fact check myself because I might have just clowned myself.
So switching gears a little bit from Suburban Selection to She's Cheating. Tell us a little bit about filming that part and what was like working on that video. And did you expect to close out the video, man?
No, I didn't expect to close the video. I remember the video before it came out that we filmed. Well, we didn't like really film. It was more like the homie Brian O'Dwyer was like snapping, like so hungry to get in. Like he had a full part, and I remember it was like on Thrasher and shit. And I was like, damn, like. And then it's like, you know what I'm saying? He was like doing it, And I just remember seeing that. I was like, damn, like I want to like. I think that's when I really like was trying to be like, okay, like I want to like film, like really try to like see what I can do
Mm-hmm.
a little bit. But I remember telling Harry, I was like, oh, I just like want to have like something, you know what I'm saying, like a part. And I remember just as soon as that video came out, I was just like, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing at the time, but I was just trying. That's all I was doing. So yeah. And then I guess we started filming. And then slowly over time, it kind of just happened that way. And then eventually, though, it was like, yeah, like Brian filmed a bunch of footage, and then I had a bunch of footage. So it was like, I wanted to go first because I was like Brian's shit is crazy. Like, let me see, like, his shit has to go last. But then, I don't know, Harry just, you know what I'm saying? Harry did his thing, which is cool. Like, but yeah.
That video hit, man. That switchback nose blunt, and then you're losing your mind. That was crazy.
That shit was fucked up. That was crazy, yeah.
But we got to go behind the scenes on when everyone lost their mind on your trick, man. The switch hard, which looked like it led into a whole night at the club, man. What's the story there?
The story? So, like I said, like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I just knew like, you know what I'm saying, watching Chris, Kev, B, and like everyone else, everybody had a bump to can trick. Everybody did a trick on bump to can. So I was just like, fuck, man, like I gotta try something. And like you think all the tricks are done and like switch hard just was open. Like I didn't know how to do it, really. I didn't know what I was doing. So I was just like trying to, just like flinging it for probably like the first year. I'm just like.
First year. Oh, shit.
I'm just like flinging it to the side, like not knowing, trying to learn it on flat, shit like that. And then like, I was starting to like, well, and also I didn't like haven't really skated the bump that much either. So I like figured it all out together. And then like, probably after the first year, I was like, okay, like I can kind of like almost do it. And then like it took like another year after that to where
holy
That's
shit.
fucking crazy.
I finally landed it. Yeah.
So y'all just skate that thing like you don't even like take 2 years the process of figuring out a trick, and that's just normal. Just session that thing.
I mean, yeah. Usually tricks take a long time on it, but it's like it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm trying it every day in 2 years. There'll be like months in between where I haven't even touched it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when it goes up though, I remember that was when like Bill was coming and like filming Play Dead. So like Bill would come down and he's like, "Yo, Chris," and like Chris was trying to get these bump to can tricks. So when they would come down, put it up and stuff, I would just be like flinging my shit wide left and like trying to figure it out.
Work in progress, dog.
Damn, that's so much sicker than I could have imagined. 2 years, kind of learning switch hards on flat at the same time. That's unheard of.
Well, there isn't many tricks left, right? So I guess you picked right. You're like,
honestly, I think
that's an investment.
Out of all the shit that was left to now, I feel like that was probably like the chillest option.
That shit was fucking butter too, yo.
So
epic
butter.
clip too with all the homies. I love the one homie who just runs right by you and jumps over the wall. Like, that guy needs a shout out, man.
That's Graham Turner. That's my guy. That's my roommate.
Fucking
He's
legend.
the best dude. Yeah.
Sick.
He was at the Bunt Jam. He was actually the dude that spilled the monster on the court.
Shit happens,
First
bro.
time. Yeah. It was an accident.
So what happened with the club though?
The club, so yeah, it was just pretty much like me and my one homie, we have birthdays like kind of close together. And we were like, damn, should we like do some shit? And we're like, it's just like some regular shit. Like, I mean, if you're like a shorty or something, but whatever. We got like a table at like a club. Like, we were just like some shit we would never do, just like on some fucking shit, like wore suits on some, just like whatever, like let's just do it. And then they would just be like, when you get the table, they're like, you get something like 3 bottles or some shit, whatever, y'all know. And then it's like,
it's a little package.
They're like, you want to put something up there? And I'm probably just like fucking hammered out my mind. Just like, you put fucking switch hard on it.
That's epic. The clip hits though, man.
Yeah, I remember there was a space in the video, like when Harry was editing it, and he's like, damn, dude, you gotta put something there. Like, I don't know what to put there. And I don't know who it was. Someone thought of it, and like the homie Chris Fallow, he filmed that like on the iPhone,
Mm-hmm.
and then Harry put it in there, and it lined up, I guess.
That's perfect. Bro.
Love that.
So, what's the deal with the girl in the intro? I heard this may have caused some drama for you, dog.
This is crazy. Who's doing this? This is Graham, huh?
This is Graham. This is all your homies, man.
So I guess I was like, while I was kind of like filming the part, I was dating this girl, and she's cool. She's still like, we're still friends and shit, but whatever. Like some shit happened, and I was like, damn, like whatever. We broke up, and then I was just like salty, of course. so I'm salty. But then I remember she's not gonna see this, but whatever. She would always be like, I want to be like, she would always say to me like, I want to be like the intro voice, like in a rap video. She would always say that. I'm like, all right, well, like whatever. She would always say that, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So then that happened, and I'm like, damn, like I need to get whatever. We had broken up. I didn't really think about it like this. So then I just, started talking to other chicks, and this one girl would just send me voice messages. I don't know why. I guess that was just like her thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty steezy, honestly. I haven't met a chick who's done that since. So she would send me voice messages, and then it was just like that one. It was like crazy. I remember just being like, me and Chris are in the car. I'm like, yo, Chris, like listen to this shit. And he's like, yeah, man, this chick is fucking strange a little bit. And I'm like, yeah. And then I started thinking, I'm like, this could be kind of on some like, oh, and then it started to click to me. I was like, dude, I sent it to Harry, and I'm like, Harry, like, you think you could put it in the video? And like, yeah. So then Harry put it in the video, and then like I was kind of still talking to her, like we were just friends at the time, but like, like that weird gray area. And I was like, yeah, the video's coming out, like she's from Europe or whatever, so she's here for college. So she went back home, and I'm like, yeah, the video's coming out. It's gonna be online, like sick. And I remember after it came out online, I woke up and I just had like hella text, just like, she's so sick, really cool. She was like, sick video, like cool stuff, like your stuff was sick. But who the fuck was that bitch? I can't believe you did that shit to me. That's fucked up. And I was just like,
damn.
Yeah. And then, but we're still friends. We're still cool. She's the homie.
That's all right.
Perfect.
Shit just
Good
happened.
ending.
But I just had to get my get back, I guess. This is not good. It's not good. Don't do that.
You had to use that clip, though, man. It was too good.
Yeah, I had to. Like, the voice message was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Success is falling 9 times and getting up 10. John Bon Jovi. A person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new. Albert Einstein. Be where you are, otherwise you will miss your life. Buddha. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. LL Cool J. These quotes are words to live by, and they were provided to you by CHPO brand, the worldwide leader in sunglasses and watches. CHPO brand, always doing it for the people.
So you're saying Bill was coming down to film Chris and stuff, and in his eyes, you're just the loose homie throwing switch hard flips off to the left. How did you end up getting on Violet? What changed? How'd you go from loose ball to Violet Rider, man?
Dude, a lot of things, honestly, a lot of shit. But just like, I don't know, I guess I was just like, I was just homie. Like, he started that shit, and I was like, Chris was a part of it, Efron was a part of it, and I just knew, like, these are the homies, shit is sick. So I was always down. And, like, I remember I, like, wasn't really in it yet, and, like, a term, like, skate-wise, like, I couldn't really, like, skate. Like, these guys can, like, skate kind of, like, get footage, like, they know what they're doing. I guess I was, like, putting it together a little bit. And then I guess I made the she's cheating thing, and I was like, oh, I can, like, skate a little bit. And then I was originally going to work for the company, because I was just like super down for it, you know, like these are the homies, fuck with like the vibe, the look, everything. So I was gonna work, like I was gonna do like say like the shipping, you know, like doing like the
Mm.
thing, like shipping the stuff out, getting the product. Like I was like talking to Bill, like looking at warehouses like in the city, like we're gonna do it out of Philly, like trying to get it done. And then I remember, and then he, which is the smart move, thank God, he like had his homie that like does that shit fulfillment. And then like the homie Sean, he's like still working with us now. Sick dude. Think I would have ruined that shit. And then I like then I was like, I know I'm just like still, and I was like, fuck, like maybe I'll like do some TM shit. So I was like, maybe I'll like do that, like putting some shit together like that. And then I remember we just like kind of went on this trip to Miami, and then we like made like a little Miami video, like everyone together, like a full team trip. And then Bill just like made an Instagram post, like something like on my birthday. It was like my board, like Rise for Violet. And I was
Damn.
Let's go.
like,
It's the best job you could get, man. Fuck the other ones, bro. I mean, it would have been sick, and it was sick that you were down for it, but fuck, that's what's up.
yeah. So that was, I guess, how it happened. There's it's a long bunch of stuff in between that. It's like, but that was pretty much like the main stuff that kind of happened. Yeah.
That's a crazy one. That's a nice organic way to end up on a team. Down as fuck. That's yeah. I mean, shout out to all the TMs out there. They make the skate world go round. But I mean,
Yeah,
you're still young, so better to be a rider now, TM later.
Yeah, that's
Guess
some
so.
real shit, bro. I don't think being a TM's too easy either, man. That's a tough job, bro.
Yeah.
Don't let Davis tell you how
Definitely.
hard it is, because he'll exaggerate. But
Yeah.
you know,
Shit seems rough.
your boy Chris told us to ask you about the big 4th of July fight, man. What's the deal with that?
I mean, it's just I mean, all right. So the story goes, it's 4th of July. We're like, I guess at the time we're all on bikes, and it's like usually like I'm kicking it with you know like Chris, Brian, like everybody in like Harry's videos, you know.
Mhm.
I mean, we're all like good friends now, but at the time it was like kind of like us, and then like the downtown guys, like Kev, like the ILP guys, you know, Muni guys, like Kev B, Fallow, Kevin Leakey and stuff. So I'm like hanging with those guys. You know, it's 4th of July, like they do like the fireworks like at the art museum and shit. So we're like there, and then we bike down to like Penn's Landing by the water, and we're chilling there, like watching some more fireworks. So it's like probably like 8 of us. So it's like the downtown guys, me, Graham's there, and then we're with the squad called the Demons. It's just like these kids. They're not kids, like they're younger than everybody, but like they just get into mischievous shit at all times. Like they're just like always on some dumb shit. They're cool peoples, but they're crazy. So we're like, all right, that was cool. Like we're about to bike home, and then one of the demons. There's like this group of 4 dudes. One of the demons is like biking towards him. You know how kids be like, ah, and like hit like that swerve.
Yeah.
Hits like the swerve on the dude, and the dude just is like, something, 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 like, what the and then he just like rips the F word, like, and then like, we're all just like, whatever, and then he's just fucking around, so he's like, ha, like crazy. But then one of the kids, the downtown kids, this kid AJ, he's just like, it's like this, he's a jackass. And he just like starts talking shit with this guy. So it's like 4 dudes, probably like 8 of us. But these dudes are like, they're grown ass men. Like they're like fucking, you know what I'm saying? We're a bunch of like scrawny skaters. These dudes are like grown men, go to the gym, brolic as shit. So AJ and the one dude, like we're standing behind AJ, and then his 3 homies are standing by him. They start like yapping at each other. And then 3 dudes that were with this guy, I don't know what was going on, like construction or something. They just like turn around. And there's just piles of wood. They all 3 of them pick up like planks, 2x4s,
Jesus.
and then just start walking back behind them. So then we're there. They're still yelling at each other. I'm like, what the these guys got? Shit is a fucking no rules WWE match. There's planks of wood all over the place. There's bikes and all this shit. So they're yelling at each other, and then they just start wrestling. And then we're all just kind of like watching, you know what I'm saying? Like their group, our side, and they're just wrestling. The kid AJ is probably like 18. This dude's a grown man. And then I remember their friends were yelling like, "Stop! He's a cop! He's a cop!" And I just still to this day don't know what they were trying to do by yelling that. Because like if he's a cop, like he's like fighting this kid for no reason, whatever. So then Kev B has a brother, Mike B. Mike B jumps in, starts trying to help AJ, and then it just all started collapsing. I remember it just like went off. Like everybody's just like starts getting into it. And I remember I'm not trying to get hit in the head with a piece of wood. That's the last thing I'm doing. So I'm like, I remember I'm watching AJ and Mike B like wrestle kind of right here. AJ slips out somehow, but it's Mike B on the ground. And then like the other dude comes up, starts like trying to stomp on Mike B. And I remember I'm just like watching this dude. I'm like, fuck. And I don't know why my first instinct was like, I'm watching. I'm like, dude, I'm going to kick this guy in the head. So I'm just like waiting. I'm like, this guy turns around, bro. I'm going to try to kick him in the head. And I just remember like there's kind of like something like a fence and I couldn't back up enough. And I just remember he turns around like from like stomping on him with the 2x4 in his hand. And I'm just like I can't kick this guy. And I just was like, fuck. And I just like wound up as hard as I could. I swear, as hard as I could, man. I thought I had power. And I hit 2 times. And I hit him as hard as I could, full body, everything. And I remember he's just like this. And then he just looks back at me, and I'm just like,
you're helpless now.
I'm just like, holy shit. And he just swings the 2x4 over me, and it's just like I cover my face, and like breaks over my arm. And now there's like so much going on, you know. There's still 2 other guys. I don't know what's happening. And me and this dude are wrestling. I'm like, fuck, I'm about to like wrestle this dude. And then I remember I like step backwards, and I'm like standing on these big ass rocks like this big, and I'm like, all right, well, there's 2x4s, there's bikes. Like, I'm not getting hit in the head with a rock. So I like push this dude off me. And then out of nowhere, I see AJ, the kid that started it. The kid's a jackass. Comes running in. And there's another dude there, the biggest dude out of all of them. AJ's the smallest dude out of all of us. AJ's running in, coming this way. I'm watching him. And then the dude just turns around and clotheslines and bang! AJ like full on like backflips, like whoosh. And I just remember being like, this shit is crazy.
It's all out, bro.
All out brawl. And I remember like I'm like, oh shit, like I'm like trying to back out the fight. And I guess AJ ran from a dude he was fighting over here into that clothesline. Dude comes behind me, hits me in the back of the head twice, like knocks my contact out. I'm like, fuck. So I back out. And then I remember I like walked back, like I walked on the path, you know, my contact's out, like I'm not fighting anymore, like this shit's over. And then I walk back in. And then like there's like a staircase, spiral staircase up a bridge. They all like we're walking away. And I remember the dude that I hit in the face was like, fuck you, and like spit blood on me from the top. I was like, this is crazy. But then like talking to everybody else after, there was like 3 different fights going on.
Yeah.
Kev B's girlfriend was there at the time. And he's like, no, like Kev, don't fight. Like Kev's trying to help his brother Mike B. So I guess what happened was she like grabbed his arms. Like she's behind him, grabbed his arms. And then the dude just gets a free punch on Kev B.
No.
Like broke his nose. Kev B.
Oh shit.
He had to go on a trip too, like the next couple of days or something. Like Kev B, like he's like fuck, and then he gets back into it. And then I remember the demons. The demons were doing crazy shit though. Apparently the demon hit somebody in the head with a bike. He threw a bike at somebody. Demon got 2x4, hit somebody in the head, split his shit open. But then I remember like there was like cops around too, and then the cops came, and then like we all just kind of like dipped off, like, and then like there was like a bridge though above us, and we saw like hella flashlights, like looked like people were recording us and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, bro, this shit's about to be like online, like fuck, like I hope not, but like never seen anything, and I think both our groups made it out.
Just a scrap,
chill.
Man. Yeah.
It's
always crazy how those things just end. Like it just, if there's no cops or something, it's just like, all right, we've all had enough. Like that's it. Yo, these demons sound fucking epic, yo.
Dude, come to Philly, kick it with the demons.
I don't know. They might start some shit with us, bro. We just some old heads, man. We can't get into that shit.
Yeah, probably not. You don't want to kick it with the demons.
They sound epic though, man. But yo, Kev B got it the worst, man. That's
poor free guy. Punch. Yeah, that's a shame right there.
That's a tough way to start a fight.
He got his get back though, I'm sure, in the mix, but he didn't start it. He got a bad start.
Yeah.
That's not good. Shorty holding your arms.
Oh fuck.
God damn. Well, changing gears a bit, back to skating.
last days at Muni. What was the vibe like? Did you get it in? Any last clips? Any stories from that time you want to share?
Yeah, we filmed a bunch of stuff. I mean, I didn't film too much at the time. I filmed a little bit, but like everybody, like I think that was when, like, you know what I'm saying, how the two groups we had, like the downtown guys and then kind of like us, you know, like the BX guys and the HD guys, like low key,
Mhm.
I guess you could say. And like when the last days happened, we kind of all just were like came together, and like that was probably like some of the most fun I've ever had, like skating. Like we just go there every day, link up slowly by day, like pieces of the plaza will be gone. You'd have like sections like this is the last time this is gonna be here. You skate this.
Damn.
Next day it's like this is the last time
Fuck.
this is gonna be here. Like we'd all skate that, and like yeah, it probably lasted like a couple months before there was like just tiles, just a little bit of tiles in front of the building left.
Mm.
But yeah, that was a good time for sure though. Like just building whatever. Like Penny's our general, you know, Brian Penny Bianco. So he'd always be like building shit. He'd have all the ideas. He made everything happen. And we'd show up, and I remember like you're not allowed to skate. You know what I'm saying? If you're not there the night before, like Friday, because you can't really skate on the weekdays because the building was open.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have to go like Friday night, and then you'd build your shit that you're gonna skate for the weekend, or like the last, like, you know what I'm saying, get it right. And it's like I remember he's like, yeah, if you're not there Friday night, like picking this shit up in the rain, like you're not skating it on the weekend.
Damn.
Yeah,
I respect that.
Sick to see a last little full video come out. Brian's video. That was really fucking sick.
yeah,
Shout
that
out
was sick.
Sour Beer, the god.
Mm-hmm.
Soji.
Legend. Yeah, Penny's got he's working on a whole last days video, so it'll be like
Oh,
all
sick.
the
That's
stuff he
fire.
filmed in the last days. Yeah.
Yeah. And were you
Bro.
starting to see teams come through Philly a little bit more often at the end as it was coming to an end?
Not so much, honestly. I feel like, I mean, it was fenced off, you know, there wasn't much going on. You couldn't, like, you know what I'm saying? You're not allowed to be in there. So we were kind of just like barging it. So I feel like most people thought it was just like off limits. So it's kind of just us. And if anybody else was in there, it was always like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you happen to be there the day that Justin, I'm blanking on his last name, but Nollie Flip
Justin
Nose?
Adeniran? No,
Yeah, how do you say his last name?
Adeniran.
Adeniran, dude. He's like got to be
Yeah.
one of the most underrated skaters. Anytime he has
Yeah.
clips come out, they're mind blowing, and then just won't see something for a bit, and then he hits you again. Like that
Mhm.
Nollie Flip Nose was fucked.
He's probably the best, honestly. The best. That shit was crazy. He did that, I think, when Blake Carpenter did the switch flip back tail on the
Yeah.
handrail. So it was a long time ago. Like Justin kind of like, I don't know. He kind of just like, I don't know what he's doing, but we haven't seen him for a while. Like, I don't know if what he's doing. He just kind of stopped filming, but like, he's literally one of the best dudes on the fucking skateboard. It's crazy. And when he did that, like, that was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when he did that, I was fucking, you know, switch hards, wide left. Like, I probably couldn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? He's nollie flip, no sliding, crook in the handrail. Like,
Yeah, was he
Yeah.
trying crook?
I think he was, but honestly, it's just, I
Hey,
couldn't.
hey, I'm not hating. Like, take what you can get. Like, anytime
Yeah.
that rail comes up on the pod, I just give mad props. That thing is so fucking huge, and it doesn't really
Yes.
get much lower, even if you gap out. But
Mm-mm.
Nollie Flip Nose, you can't really even gap out that far. You just have to pop the shit out of it. That was
Mhm.
wild.
Be dangling on that thing.
Yeah. Everyone
Yeah.
sounds like everyone went crazy when he landed it.
Yeah.
Fuck shit. Damn, that sucks that he's not filming anymore because we're fans out here.
Yeah, we are. Justin, get back out there. We miss that.
So,
Real
bro, now that Muni's gone, you guys got the pit, and it looks like anything fucking goes down there in the pit, man. Someone sent us a
This
clip
is-
today. Actually, Jay sent us a clip of someone naked beer can bowling down there, man. What's the vibe like down there? The demons fucking going crazy down there?
Demons going crazy, yeah. It's just like a fucking. I mean, we cleaned it. Penny, like, took the initiative and like really cleaned it up. Like it was fucked up. Like weeds growing in between the tiles, and the tiles like they're on dirt. Like at Muni, they're like on plastic pieces, so you can like fix it. These ones are on dirt, so you can't really like fix them. So like he'd be down there like grinding the cracks in the tiles down and shit, and like fixing it, getting the planter going, and then he put some ledges together and shit. But it's just crazy, yeah. It's just like even closer now. Like together we are, I guess, in that fucking glorified piss corner it is. It's just fucking insane down there. When that one kid was like got bowled into the beer cans, that was our first pit. We had a pit party.
It looks like a fucking party.
Yeah, party in the pit. Just start drinking and doing dumb shit down there.
Bro, the homie filming it's like, I am going home after this, bro. Like I've seen the dog. This is beyond, you know.
That's Sausage Fest gone wrong. Yo, so what's the story behind the beer off with Brian O'Dwyer?
The beer off? Oh, Brian can literally drink more than any human I mean I've ever seen. But the thing about him is like he will drink and he'll never throw up, you know, like he'll just like, or he'll never like really like throw up and black out, like, and if he can just like, you know, he can just go. And then one day I'm like, damn, like let's see what happens, like let's go. So like I remember it was like the Birds were playing, it was like Sunday or something. And then it started at 1 and we just went beer for beer and shot for shot until like it was like 8 p.m. I think. We're at 15 beers, 5 shots, and I'm just like,
you're dead.
I'm cooked. I could not hang. And then I remember he just like, I think we all went downtown, and as soon as I got downtown, I just like looked at my phone and I'm like, I can't see my phone, and just called the Lyft back, went home, and then he just like stayed out and just drank. I think he got to like maybe like 22, 25 beers plus the 5 shots, and just like, yeah, it was cool. I mean, he was hungover the next day, but like,
yeah, that's a skill, man.
Yeah. So if anyone out there wants to challenge Brian O'Dwyer, he's about to. His big video comes out, so he's down to drink some beer for sure. He's down to take the challenge.
Hell yeah.
Joey sent us a couple questions, man, and he said we got to ask what happened a few weeks ago at the mini putt course by the beach, man. Say you're willing to do anything for $20, huh?
That's fucking crazy. No. we were in Wildwood, like New Jersey, like at the beach, and I always hated out there. Because you just, like in Philly, like you can do whatever, like in Philly it's great, like you can just like get away with shit, like you just do anything. So in my mind, like I feel like I go to these places and I'll be jaded sometimes from Philly, and just like my head's on tighter now though, so I'm not doing any dumb shit. But it was just, we just like, you know what I'm saying, hanging out. It was like, I don't know, some weekends we were there, whatever, we're chilling. And then I remember after the night out, like I bought everybody food, spent like $60-some on like pizza and shit, and then we're like about to like leave. We're walking past the mini golf course, and he's like, "Dude, I'll give somebody $20 to get on the mammoth in the mini golf course." And I'm like, $20? I just spent $60. Like that's like, all right, let's go. Like I'm gonna go get that. And then my dumb ass, as soon as I hop back out the fence, out the mini golf course, like cops came.
Oh god.
And then like, but it was because like we all some dumb shit. Pretty much that was the only time I ever got arrested, but it was like some little shit. But I pretty much only got arrested because the cop was training another cop. So he was like, I remember I'm in like the wherever the fuck they take you, and then he's like, yeah, so like when you do this is what you do, and I'm just sitting there like,
why me?
Like I just got booked as an example, but it was some chill shit. And Joey Marone's dad is a lawyer, so that helps. Yeah,
that's all right then. He can help you out.
It was, So
Joey seems like a little bit of a wild man, dog. You got a Joey story on top, man?
Joey story on top? Dude, there's 1 million. There's literally 1 million. Like, he is the most frustrating, best, dude, crazy. He's the most entertaining dude. I usually don't talk too much, so I'm usually just sitting there chilling. And you will just sit next to him, and he will just have you entertained, and you don't need to listen to music, you don't need a podcast, you just need to sit next to Joey Marone when you guys are just chilling, and he'll have shit for you to listen to forever. But yeah, story wise, he's always doing. I don't know. I don't want to.
It's all incriminating, eh?
Could be a little bit, maybe. Nah, but yeah, he's the best dude.
That's
Hell
what's
yeah.
up.
So you guys came through the Bunt Jam 3-on-3. You made a name for yourself immediately, shooting flames out of your damn ass. Fell a little short of the championship, but how does the Violet team take the next step for next year, man? Because we need you all back in the mix.
Damn. Step one, we got to stay fresh. Got to keep the jerseys fresh.
Mm-hmm.
That's step one. And then, I don't know, man. I was surprised, honestly, that because me and Chris, like, you know what I'm saying, we'll hoop a little bit here and there. So I knew, like, we could play, but, like, the shit that, honestly, like, the shit that Cater and Troy was throwing up and, like, we're thinking, I was just like, bro, I was as surprised as everybody else. I was just like, okay, let's get it. But I don't know, I guess that's just, like, I don't know. Same shit. Just, we'll have a coach. Coach will hold us down. He'll get us there. Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
Cater
be-
came back to earth after that first game, though. And when you guys played Vans, he could not miss. That was so great. The one shot he missed, he caught his own rebound and just threw it back.
Oh
in.
my god.
No, they played Gary first, right? Like that was a big game.
Oh, my bad,
versus
my
Gary
bad.
and Niall, man.
Oh my god, yeah. No, I was
That
shook.
was a crazy one. Like they were
I
ready.
was
But yo, yeah, Cater could have missed, dude. When Cater
I
hit
was
the bucket
shook.
and the flex, I was like, what a moment, bro. That's how you do it, dog.
Oh my god. I forgot y'all
That's
fucking
fire.
ruined Gary's
Cater.
aspirations to become a champion. It
Yeah.
ain't happening, Gary. Bro, he
Sorry,
must have been
Gary.
like 1 for like his fucking 11 from 3, dashing up trash all game long. Come on, Gary.
Yeah.
I had to put the clamps on him.
Yeah. Woo! Bro, we got to come with a new game plan too, man.
Bro,
Yeah.
Malto gets the
We ain't
ball.
never lost, man. So it was tough, but
You guys never lost.
that
All
was
those
the
years you
first
won.
game we lost. Yeah, that hurt. And people were warning us too. RZA was in my ear the whole time. He's like, "They got you guys." I was like, "We don't lose, bro. Like we haven't lost." But it's all right.
Right.
It's good. Good for the business, man.
Mike, if you didn't go
take
4
the
for
L.
5, like, yo, there was 1 3 you hit from the corner and I closed out on it and
Oh,
I
yeah.
tipped it.
You
And I
tough
was like, hell yeah, that's short. Look back, swish. And that's when
Yeah.
I knew, like, all right, he's having a moment and there's nothing you could fucking do
Yeah,
about
just
it.
get out the way.
And then-
let him have it.
And then you ended off the backboard. Like, those 2 shots, I'm like, there's
You
no
can't
way.
do anything.
You can't win when the basketball gods are, like,
Mm-mm.
fucking around like that.
That was that cheese. That's why I say that cheese. That was bullshit. When you tipped that too, that's why I was like, fell over. I was
Yeah.
like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, fuck.
Oh man.
I was like, man, I should have jumped a little higher and like actually made it go straight up. But like I tried, I reached, like I just saw an angle of it the other day. I forget who posted a recap or something. I'm like, I paused it. I'm like, yeah, I remember touching it, the tip of my finger, and it was a fucking swish.
But yeah,
Fuck sakes.
that shit was crazy. Yeah, you guys, that game, you just, I'm sorry, man. Sometimes it's that 2s and 1s, man.
We fucked
Yeah.
it.
The 2s are powerful.
Because
Yeah.
we were, I think I was 0 for 4 from 3. Dono missed 1 or 2. I don't know if Davis or Ants took one, but I think we had more baskets than you guys, but they were all 1s. And
Yeah.
All
you hit
ones.
4 fucking 2s, man. Oh,
Nah.
reliving it. Gotta wait a
In front
whole
of our
damn year.
families and shit, man. I had
My
my
bad,
son
bro.
crying, bro. He's leaving crying. He's like, "What do you mean the trophy's not coming on?" I'll fucking buy a new trophy, god damn it, dog. So, what's next for Mike Ward, dog?
Trying to put together a full length, I guess, with Violet. So I've just been filming. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just that. filming a full length, trying to see what happens. Hopefully, everything works out. Be sick to
That's
see
what's up.
everyone skating. But yeah, I gotta work on my handle a little bit. I remember you picked my pocket too. That was bad. That was bad.
Dude, I can still see the last play in my head. As I'm a player, I feel like I take the responsibility as player coach.
What?
And I'm just saying, like, I knew it was happening. He's having a moment, and you helped on Chris. Like, it's just an instinctual thing. You probably didn't even think about it, but you took one step towards Chris, who was trying to drive on me, which was fine. I don't even know if he had a basket, and he kicked it out to Mike, and then that was all the space he needed. It was over.
Bro.
Yeah.
As a coach, the coach in me forgot to say, do not, like, pretend how many other players? The other four of us don't exist. Just stay in his face. And so that last shot was on me. Anyways,
I feel you, bro.
Enough
I feel
crying.
the same.
As you can tell, we're still thinking about it, man. It's just on top of the top.
Everyone
of the mind,
who's praying for our downfall is just loving this moment right now.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them out there, man.
Feel the heat from here.
Yo, it's Rapid Fire with the Ghost, and this week we're honored to be brought to you by Venture Trucks. Right now, Venture is offering all sorts of heat. They recently dropped a capsule with Bronze 56K, which features a team edition truck with a bronze cast base plate, purple bushings, and comes in 5.6 and 5.8, as well as a hoodie, hat, and tee. Venture also just restocked Eric Costin's 8-hole pattern V8 truck, the only truck giving you the option to adjust the wheelbase of your board. Blue Tile Lounge, Tiki Room, the Boardroom, Spin Skate Park, the Block, Labor, 35th Ave, Blacklist, all got them. And if your local doesn't, ask them to hit up Venture and tell them the bunch sent you. Venture Trucks, baby, the only trucks that matter. You ready for a little rapid fire, my G?
Yeah, let me get my notebook.
Oh, let's go.
I got in here.
Let's go.
Oh,
All
bro,
right.
the clips in the Adidas video were sick too, eh? Sick to
Thank
see you
bro.
in there, man. That shit was some bangers in there, man.
That was a fun one. I'm glad they invited me. I
That's
love park
epic.
stuff. That was
Yeah.
sick. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really sick. Yeah, congrats on that, man. It's crazy hearing your story. I didn't know the origin story going from basketball, skating, basketball, and then all of a sudden you're fucking going from wanting to be the TM or fulfillment guy to on an Adidas trip. Riding
Crazy.
for Violet. That's epic, man.
Bro, I wonder what your basketball homies think now that you're on Adidas for skating, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the epic shit.
I feel like they don't even understand skating, I guess, so they just follow me on the gram and then yeah, I don't know.
They're like, yo, get me some fucking Anthony Edwards. You're like, yo, got you on some shell toes. All right. Favorite skater?
Favorite skater right now is Kareem Calendar.
Favorite video?
Birdhouse DN.
Whew. Favorite video part?
I got two. I got to do VX and HD. VX is Dylan Sourbeer's Sabotage 4-part.
Hell yeah.
Banger. Legend. And then Dylan Reeder's Gravis.
Too clean. Favorite style?
Grant Taylor.
Which skater had the biggest influence on the way you skate?
This one sounds crazy, but Ronnie Sandoval.
What? Sick.
Ronnie Sandoval, yeah.
I see you doing huge frontside flips on transition. You be getting down.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Most talented skateboarder on planet Earth.
Dude, there isn't one. But Shad, Tiago, Grant Taylor, yeah. Those guys. Crazy.
It's a good big three.
Yeah.
Favorite trick?
Backside air.
Sick.
Hardest trick for you?
Back nose bun. I cannot yet do one. Still can't do it. I don't understand. Don't make sense.
Damn, that's a hard one. Most illegal trick?
Firecrackers.
That's good.
Favorite clip you've ever gotten?
My first backside air.
Let's
Fire.
go. Is that out there? Can we find that one?
It's just on the iPhone, but that's a favorite clip for sure.
Send that if you got it.
All right, I got you.
Worst trend you've been a part of?
Shoelace belt.
Oh,
Oh shit!
Shoelace belt. Yeah.
I just retired my last one. Shout out Jordan and Lucy.
yeah.
Yeah, slacking. Gnarliest trick you've ever witnessed?
At the Independent Rip Ride Rally, it was like an FDR. They built like, I don't know if y'all seen it. They built like a ramp up to like a highway pillar.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I seen that dude Jake Yanko like fucking backside get a truck up there. It's just, and there was 300 people watching him like try it. That shit was crazy.
Is the one where they have like the huge bank to the barrier?
Yeah, like the big roll into.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That shit is fucking crazy, man.
truck up there is insane. You look at that thing like,
Bro, there's
Crazy.
just something about people that can skate in front of crowds that I'll never understand, man.
yeah,
It's like a different human that can like skate in that crowd.
What's the one trick that got away?
There's this trick I was trying at Muni, but like we were trying to film it a certain way, like film it like rolling fisheye. But then the plot, they took it down, so I couldn't end up filming the trick rolling fisheye. But I had to film it long lens. But I guess it's that trick rolling fisheye.
What's the biggest bunt you've ever witnessed?
I don't know who it was, but whoever called the two that I hit in the finals of the Bunt Jam, won.
Oh! No!
That's
Why
the
don't
biggest
get
bunt.
involved, bro?
Oh shit!
I don't know who it was.
You owe
Yeah.
something, bro.
I don't know who it was, but and if I did the math right, I think we would have been at 11 before they were at 9 or 10. So
They did some investigative work on this one, bro.
Damn, that
yeah,
very unfortunate. I'll say that very unfortunate.
shit happens.
It's crazy because you can't do nothing. You can't do nothing to right it, man.
Well,
Yeah.
they could come back and fucking win it next year.
Yeah,
Motivation. What would Kobe do?
exactly.
To be in the gym.
What's the last new trick you learned?
Backside air on small stuff.
Dream job after skating.
Video game streamer. yeah.
In the dungeon.
In the
Yeah.
fucking dungeon, just chilling. No one's bothering me.
Favorite local brand.
Sabotage.
Favorite local skater.
Joey O'Brien.
Legend. Favorite teammate ever.
Chris Brown.
Fire.
Worst teammate ever.
Chris Brown. Like it's just Chris Brown, then he'd be snoring like crazy.
Best and worst. Love it.
Yep.
Yeah, I snore too though, so we both get on each
So-
other's ass for it.
First to get to sleep, man.
Yeah. Wins. Mitch Barrett fucking snores. Oh fuck. And he
I
always
think
beats
most
me to
people
sleep.
do now. It's like an age thing, man. Like
Yeah.
I snore like crazy, but I ain't never heard it, so it doesn't bother me.
Worst company.
iPad.
Oh,
iPad.
dude, they're back.
I know.
They're back.
They need to.
dog.
They need to stay.
Oh,
No, bro, when
I
we
don't-
were kids, that shoe, the Grasshopper, was epic, bro. Because there was a local that lived in our city that would rock them, and he was too clean, man. Johnny Tang made everybody want that Grasshopper. So it's just a one shoe, but not in Philly, eh? No
I don't,
love.
you're
know,
talking-
I don't know much about them, but I just seen they were trying to come back on the internet, and I saw some pairs, and I was like,
Yeah, you had to be there back in the day,
Yeah.
man. It's nostalgia for us.
Yeah,
Older
that's like
heads.
a high school kick, man.
shit, high school over.
Yeah, bro, that's well over, dog. Well over.
Worst trend.
Can I say shoelace belt again?
Oh,
Shoelace belts were hot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, they sucked, man. So uncomfortable. Why did we all rock them, man?
I
Jeff
have
Rowley,
no-
probably. Man.
No clue.
Apple
Other than
Yard.
that-
Appleyard,
Mhm.
yeah.
But I remember, I think I said this on the pod before. He had a sequence for like Globe or something, and he get his ass shot at one point, and it just looked like he was wearing a thong. It was
Yeah.
Oh
it
yeah,
was not
That's
a
fire.
good look. It was fire.
that shit. Was, that
It
shit. I
was.
remember seeing that.
Yeah. Worst style.
Nikola Jokic.
Oh, what?
Can I say that?
Bro, he's epic though.
Yeah, but that shouldn't. Yeah, Nikola Jokic.
I mean, yeah. If we're talking from like a basketball aesthetic,
Yeah, like
if you're
watching,
into like athletic dunking and shit like that, then I feel you. But the older I've gotten, I just appreciate his game. Or I always liked him, but like I used to not like Tim Duncan and Dirk when I was younger, and then towards the end of their careers, when my fandom was more mature, let's say, I started to
Dirk.
appreciate that shit.
Tim Duncan, I get, but Dirk was fresh. What do you mean, the
Yeah.
one-legger?
No, I love that. But yo, I was watching ball like probably because when did you say you started watching again? Like when Curry was in the finals?
15, 16, yeah.
Yeah, like Dirk. That's when I liked Dirk. But when he was younger with the Mavs, like always, like the year. So do you remember when Golden State beat them as the 8th seed with Baron Davis and
Yeah.
them?
Mhm.
That was me starting to watch basketball again because I stopped for years
Really?
too when I started
Yeah.
skating. And my first that series is what got me back hooked. And Dirk was the bad guy because me and my buddies were like going for the Warriors so hard. So I didn't like Dirk for a couple years, but yeah, when he beat
shit makes
LeBron and the Heat,
Ooh.
Bro,
Oh,
that was one of
Instantly.
the best championship runs.
Yeah.
oh my
ever.
god.
lifelong respect, man.
When you win one like that, you only need one. It's like
Yeah.
Oh
he's
my
good.
god, yeah.
Fuck 3
Bro.
or 4, man. That one was epic. Who was the homie? The You Can't See Me guy?
Oh, Deshaun Stevenson,
Bro,
Mm.
that
Yeah.
guy was fire, man.
bro, and Jason Terry got the championship tattoo before the season started. Like crazy shit.
That's crazy.
That was a wicked.
Yeah.
Headband Terry.
But Jokic, damn.
All right, man. Last but not least, last person you want on the sesh.
Joey Marone when
No.
he come over.
A good homie.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
The best, worst homie.
The
Bro,
best.
that's
He
fucking
gets rough
funny.
sometimes, and especially when he's hungover, it's crazy.
That's funny, man. All right, Mike. Thank you for coming on the pod, man. Appreciate that shit. Don't appreciate what you did to us at the Bunt Jam, but we'll get our revenge next year, man.
I mean, good luck, man. We'll see. We'll see.
Welcome back to the post office, brought to you by our good friends over at Dickey's Skateboarding. Quality workwear since 1922, from the work site to the streets. Ain't nobody keep you fitted like Dickey's, man. All right, Ghost, busy post office. Who we got up first?
First up, we've got a serious question coming in from Philip Richer. What's up, Bunt Gang? Loving the season. Got 2 questions for you. What do you think the Bunt's impact is on the Canadian skate scene? And will you guys be at Tampa Pro next year? Peace and love, Philip.
We'll take the easier of the 2 here to start. I don't think we will be at Tampa Pro this year. Haven't been at one yet. I don't think this year will be the first. Would be sick to go one day though.
Yeah, I never actually thought about that. I've never thought about going. It looks like a sweat fest, but also probably really fun.
And it's just like like a legendary event
Yeah.
every year for how many years since the beginning of time.
If you could go, would you want to go to the Am or Pro one?
Gotta be pro, you know?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
just so many guys there. Gotta be pro.
The Am one was on recently. I think Mitch was watching it
Mhm.
when we were in Australia, and I don't know half of them anymore. So I think
Yeah.
the Pro one would be more fun, and we should go kick it with Tim O'Connor and shit. That'd be sick.
Yeah, someone send us out there, man. You know how this shit goes.
Real shit.
But actually, take a moment to congratulate the guys at the skate park of Tampa. Been killing it since the beginning of time. Like, I remember watching Tampa Pros when they used to come out in 411 and whatnot, and still running and gunning to this day, and everybody's still going. And now that we're in the event business, we know how hard that shit is. So
Yeah.
congrats to them.
Major hats off to them. One that sticks out to me is still Austin Seaholm. Fucking, I think he got second place and like broke his trophy or whipped his trophy or something. Tail 270ing his heart out, but the judges weren't having it.
Damn. The first one I saw may have been like 99 when bam, switchback tail, the bump to rail.
Ooh, yeah.
So good.
The fat across and down rail they used to have. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Epic. The Bunt's impact on the Canadian skate scene, man. Shit. I think this is like a little bit bigger than we have ever had to speak on or think of. Like, I just hope something Canada can be proud of. You know, like we've had a lot of epic magazines over the years. Some video magazines like Skate Canada and stuff like that. And we have an epic scene here. We obviously grew up in it, loved every bit of it. And now it's awesome to be able to give back a little bit.
For sure. Yeah, it's definitely a question I've never thought of. And it's so hard to answer, especially because it's a podcast and you can listen to it from anywhere in the world. So it's not like as direct as like an SBC was back in the day kind of thing. But I do think we try and do a good job of getting Canadians on when we can. And I feel like that's been cool. Like getting like the Ian Twas and Hugos and Chucks on over the years. And we want to keep doing that. So shouts the Canadian skate scene. Our fantasy football group chat, usually chirping Canada. Eric Costin, about 5 minutes ago, chirping Canada. You bastards. Him and Jesse Alba. But we doing it big out here. We ain't going nowhere. You get me?
Nah, we fucking love Canada, man. Thank you for the email, Philip. Next up, we got an email from Burke. Yo, Bunt, still coming off the Melbourne high. Shit was so good. Shout out to the Vans 8-pack team. They were no doubt the best team of riders to watch out there. My question is, do you guys think we have already had a LeBron of skating? Someone pushing 40 and still dominating the scene like they're 20. Personally, I think we haven't seen that yet. What do y'all think? Ernie Torres, man. Year 20 or something, right? They came into the league same year. I think he told us that story. Still pushing,
but he's not. Come on, that's a stretch. But we love
I just
Ernie.
had to shout
obviously.
him out because he related that shit. So
yeah,
that was cool. I think like fuck, man. The closest thing would be probably P-Rod, man.
Yeah, how old's Paul now?
Child prodigy
39?
Came into the game, a lot of pressure on him. Same as LeBron, and fuck me, man. I don't think anybody's done more for the skate scene or put out more parts or put more into this shit than P-Rod.
Yeah. And how old is Reynolds? He's not obviously skating at the level he once was, but his impact is still. But yeah, I guess nah, because LeBron's still like, it's insane some nights, just the numbers he puts up.
Yeah, well, I think like Reynolds is that type of skating you can't do into your 40s. Like the shit he was doing when he was younger kind of probably slowed him down a bit now, where I think P-Rod can continue to skate in the same manner he is for much longer than Reynolds' body would be able to hold up for. I mean, there's Costin too, man. Like, obviously, sometimes you overlook like the easy answers, you know? Like the Eric Costin of the world probably deserves way more respect than he gets.
But the only thing that's hard to compare is like LeBron is still doing it performance-wise. Like Costin, Reynolds, P-Rod, their influence is still like top tier, but the clips are obviously not what they were in their prime. Paul's probably the closest, but he's also the youngest of the three.
Yeah, but Paul's still like in his late 30s.
Yeah, but you know who I think is gonna be like LeBron-esque? I think Nyjah Houston. I think someone was telling me that he said he wants to be grinding huge rails when he's like 70. So like I think the way he takes care of his body and eats and all that shit, I think he's still gonna be getting buck wild at 40.
Yeah, his next part will tell us a lot, man.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we haven't seen the LeBron of skating yet, or maybe we're witnessing it right now.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got an email from Ahores H. Jeremy Liabres, Stay Gold. Stay Gold was 3 years before Made. and Jeremy's part was bonkers and stay gold. He's such a gentleman for not correcting you in the interview. Go back and watch it. Jeremy is a stone cold killer in this shit. The B-sides of the video changed skate media forever. They were the first B-sides I remember coming out. They were almost better than the parts. They predate Thrasher's Rough Cut by years. This is where I first saw Jeremy. Signed, Andrew. Any thoughts on this factually correct email, Dono?
I think before I even got to read this one, he sent another one.
Yeah, but let's answer them in order. What do you think about our boy Jeremy's part in Stay Gold, man?
It's just, he is a gentleman for not correcting us. Thank goodness he didn't, because he would be as wrong as Andrew, man. Like,
bro, I died reading this email. Who takes the time out of their day to call us out and make up a part that never happened? Send an email saying that Jeremy's such a gentleman. We're huge fans of Jeremy, and so much so that we know he never had a part in Stay Gold. And you probably should have fact checked that yourself before you sent this email, but appreciate you taking the time, bro.
All right, next up, we have an email from Johnny Velvet. Yo, boys, new season has been great. Just a little blown away by last week's rundown. Seifa, how are you going to say, fuck the Bills? I've seen your goofy ass at multiple Buffalo home games before. Don't be talking smack, then come across the border all lovey-dovey. Or if you do, I'll have a rail you can switch Smith. Oh, wait. Dono, I know you were claiming Bills Mafia 3 years ago, and you're still keeping it real. Respect. Keep up the good work. He makes a good point.
No. Well,
he makes a good point.
You
do come across all lovey-dovey, just enjoying the tailgate,
right.
but he's
Let's
never an
address
actual
that.
Bills fan.
Let's
He
address
always
that
literally
first part then.
In the stands, just actively cheers for his own fantasy football team. I don't
So-
think he wears any Bills paraphernalia, but he does enjoy the beers in the morning.
What's this fool's name? Johnny, first of all, I've never liked the Bills. I've also never claimed to like the Bills. We go with a huge crew. We try and go once a year and watch a Bills game because it's the closest, easiest place to go. We went to that epic Vikings game 2 years ago now, I think. One of the best games you could ever see. And I was rooting for the Vikings. I'm always rooting for the other team. Yeah, hell yeah. I don't want to get beat up in the stands.
Yeah.
I always wear all black and neutral. But I remember at the Vikings game, the guys in front of me were like, look back at me and Ben and her Vigs. They're like, who are you cheering for? And we're like,
looking for
Bills.
Yeah, you better.
Every time
See?
Kirko got a touchdown, I was like, yeah. So shut your face. I've never claimed to be a Bills fan. I do not like the Bills. I really don't like Josh Allen. And I'm still going to keep going to the games. So deal with it, bro.
Since that time he claimed Steelers, he stayed pretty true to the Steelers. I'll give him that. The only team I think we might also cheer for is the Lions.
That's what I was going to say is this year, I know you're a Bills fan at heart or whatever. You used to be a Patriots fan, then a Bills fan. Now I feel like your heart's more with the Lions these days, man.
Well, I just we've been to Detroit 5 times in the last 2 years. What a good story they were last year. Jared Goff, and just as blue collar as a city can get, Detroit Lions, a history of failure and then finally turning the corner. America's team now. They're a great story, but it's still Bills Mafia, man. I'm a regional fan. That's how I base my fanship. Whoever I'm closest to living, that's who I'm cheering for.
I respect it. I can't forget to say this because I don't want to get hated on when I go to Buffalo. I love Buffalo. I have such a blast every time we go. We finally went and skated this past summer. It was awesome. Mm-hmm. I love Buffalo. I just don't like the Bills. I'm a sports fan.
Weird.
That's my right.
It's tough to say.
Go fuck yourself and your fake ass Switch Smith too, bitch.
I'm still go Bills though. So they're gonna win this year. I think this is their best shot.
You think so? Yeah, and your boy might get his MVP for once, even though you predicted Goff. So
The one year
you'd
I
still
went
be
off
hyped,
and-
right? Yeah,
Yeah, but fuck, man. Goff could win, but he doesn't have to do anything. I mean, this is a different subject.
yeah.
But yeah, Josh Allen, probably the front runner for MVP.
Okay. Next up, we've got an email from Ahorus H again. Stay
This guy's got
gold.
fucking like 4 different names too. Like,
I know the last one was signed Andrew. Stay gold. I guess I'm fried because I cannot find that Jeremy Stay gold part. It must have been the made part I'm thinking of. Just like y'all said, it also had a gnarly B-sides. Always wanted this dude to get more shine. Signed Andrea, but that was probably just a typo. Andrew, we respect you going and actually looking into it. Unfortunately, you embarrassed yourself first, but we still love you. Thanks for emailing.
all right, next up, we've got an email from Tom Astamelf. Yeah.
These guys think they're funny
See
out
you
here.
motherfuckers now. 4 weeks late, but still. Yo, what's cracking, y'all? What's your opinion on 360 flip to front 50s on ledges? This trick always seems super whack in my opinion and illegal as fuck. Let me know what you guys think. Legal or illegal? If illegal, would it be worse offense than kickflip back 50-50? Wow.
That's where you lost
Kickflip
me,
back
man.
50 is far from illegal.
Yeah.
That's as classic as it gets.
So
And
for
a huge stepping stone in like skate progression.
yeah, once you kick back 50, now you're gonna try 5-0, backsmith, backtail, crook, back nose grind.
Just the beginning.
Maybe back nose one if you're a G, unlike me and Donald. Okay, but what I want
Only
to say
straight
is
on for us.
Appleyard, one of the cleanest to ever do it, one of the best trick selections ever. It's been known to do both tricks.
Mhm.
So when you're hating on Appleyard's trick selection, kickback 50, that's just stupid. I can't even believe you mentioned that. That's like on a rail, on a hubba, one of the GS tricks. 3 flip 50, I'm a little more. You could convince me on a flat ledge. That's probably a weird looking one.
Like on the ground.
Yeah, even a 3 flip 5-0 on a flat ledge. But like when you're taking it to a hubba or a rail, it's not my favorite trick, but I would never think of it as illegal.
A rail's got to be terrifying. A
Yeah.
hubba. Yeah. It's not the prettiest thing, but far from illegal.
Yeah, but if he's just saying ledge, like imagine that you do like a nollie crook, nollie flip on flat, then 3 flip 50 at ledge. I hear you.
I hear
That's
you.
kind of crazy, but like a shod 3 flip 50s rails, fucking
Noah Naif, 3 foot
Yeah.
50 that rail, and it looked crazy.
Naja
Forrest
pops him
Edwards
off.
does it all the time.
Oh my god, Forrest on the biggest shit.
Like,
That's
come
just
on.
like hats off because I would never ever try that, especially on a round rail like some of these people.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go not illegal.
Yeah, same. All right. Next up, we got a voice note from Peter Morris. Let's take a listen.
Hey guys, loving the new season. Just wondering if you had any made up tricks from when you were a kid in your crew that you learned and then later found out it wasn't really a thing. We were doing twisty flips back in the day. That's what they called them. They were like varial flip body varials. Then I got Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 for Dreamcast. I was like, there's no twisty flip in here. You guys made this up. Don't even know how that happened, but I'm wondering if you guys have a similar story. If so, I want to hear the name and what the trick was. But yeah, hope you guys have beautiful dreams tonight.
Oh.
Oh, thanks, Peter. So,
Dude,
Donald, I
twisty
listened to
flip
that
is
earlier, and
epic.
I couldn't think of anything. And I was hoping, because we grew up skating together, that if we did have any, you could remind me and
Well,
let Peter know.
I have 2 that immediately come to my mind, both from an offender named Ben Davis.
Oh, yeah.
So Ben has two legendary ones. One is an ancestor grind, and it's where you board slide and the board is all the way on one side, so the like base plate is grinding on the rail. He thought was his own trick, the ancestor grind. And then a classic front bend. He could never actually front blunt, so he would just like ollie onto the ledge and kind of just like manual at an angle off the end instead of front bunting. So ancestor grinds and front bends, classics.
Yeah. I couldn't remember what the other one was, but ancestor grind. Forgot about that. Love that. Ben, you're a legend. Let's try and get a front bend for the bunt video in the credits.
That would be awesome, dude. The credits. Is that it? That's all we got?
That's all. I mean, there was the Punisher, but that was more of a nickname for a trick that was obviously a back 50, back 180.
Yeah, that was a real trick. Might be it.
Yeah, that's legendary.
That's
Ben,
good enough.
if you're listening, we need that front bend.
Absolutely.
Bring it back. He could never get his weight all the way on there properly.
Nah, didn't need to, dude. Created
that
his
shit
own.
blunted.
All right. Next up, we've got an email from J Money. Bunters. Been feeling pretty bummed on the lack of NBA regular season coverage in the rundown. Dude's been going off, and the NBA Cup is actually hyped this year. De'Aaron Fox dropped a career and franchise high 60. Wemby dropped his first 50-piece, shooting 8 goddamn threes. Giannis dropped 59 the other day, and that rookie Westside Connect, number 4 on the Lakers, just dropped 37, shooting 9 of 12 from deep. Like that Aussie in the last step, you guys are one of the main reasons I got into basketball, and I always find myself sticking around for the rundown, only to be disappointed by a second of hockey and then just NFL for days. Might be time to change the logo. We want to hear more about how Dick strokes it from deep. For real, though, season has been sick. Pavey is a funny and Frankie has a degree in yaponomics. LOL. Thanks for what you do. P.S. I, for one, would be hyped as fuck for a Dennis Schroeder episode. It's a well-written email. Commas in the right spots, periods, different paragraphs. That was a long one, but it was easy to read, which I appreciate you taking the time to write that properly.
Okay, J Money, I want to personally apologize to you. I feel like that falls on me. Donald has refound his love for the NHL, which I support, and it's on me to, stay up on the NBA. I will say the whole Australia trip just made it so hard to actually watch this shit. I do have Wemby and Fox on my fantasy team in my main league, so I got that 50-piece, I got that 60-piece, but I haven't been watching games. We're back in Canada now. I'm going to be back on my shit. The rundown will be better balanced, so apologies, and hype that the fucking rundown got you more into basketball, man. That's epic.
Absolutely. What do you think about the Westside Connect, dog?
Bro, that's why I haven't been talking NBA too much. Like, I'm so out of the loop. This is the most out of the loop I've been. I check the standings. I check my fantasy teams, but I have NBA League Pass now. The NBA coverage will be back on P starting next week.
Love that.
Okay. Next up, we've got a voice note from our boy, Black TJ, getting real comfy in the post office, forgetting the rules that we like to keep it concise, short, but we love you, TJ. So let's take a listen.
It's your boy.
Hey, Sunny Dogs. Yo, safe. It's a little random, but at this point, do you get cheese when former guests and even homies you've known for a long time still mispronounce your name? Look, I heard Miles on Random Skater of the Week be like, yeah, Cephas. I was just like, oh, man, why you gotta do my dog like that? Which, I mean, I got a homie, his name's Mush, and people mispronounce his name all the time. And people he went to university with, we've been friends with for a long time, those call him Moosh. Which I'm just like, what? Have you ever had like a moment when you just gotten annoyed and like snapped at someone for mispronouncing your name or something? And yo, Bunt Jam, Australia looks so freaking fun, my dogs. So stoked that you guys got to fire that trip up finally. Wish I could have pulled up, but don't think my trusty Corolla could have gotten me quite that far. But outside of the actual jam, what are some goofy moments or just good times in general that you guys had while you're in Australia? And yo, I've seen this man's greatness sprinkled across social media from time to time. Seen that kickflip nose man in Detroit, some other things. So I was wondering as well, are we going to get a part out of Tommy for the Bunt vid? Some clips at the very least? Because, I mean, man, Sonny be smooth with it, you get me. But, yo, I love you guys. I miss you guys. I hope you're doing well. And, man, I hope to catch you both soon. Shoutout.
You know, TJ, you're lucky you're so damn nice. So we gotta bless the 2-minute voice notes out here. Miss you, love you too. I'll quickly address the name thing first. Yeah, just like your buddy, my name's spelled in a way that just leads to it being pronounced wrong. I'm so used to it. I literally could not be bothered. Hasn't bothered me since for as long as I can remember. Like, I've had teachers call me the wrong name for like 2 years straight, and I just don't even bother to correct them because it just is what it is. Donald, what's 6 saying, man? What's 6 saying?
Why do you hate it about me? Man, 6-year-old's working, dude. He has honestly put in a lot of work in his skate game in the last couple years. Something that it's been awesome to watch. He loves skating a lot right now. And yeah, you're gonna see as much as he can get done in the Bunt video. I think we've both given him like full reign to, you know, obviously we will be selecting the clips that ultimately go in, you know, but dude, he's doing his thing and he'll definitely have his presence felt in the Bunt video.
Yeah, if he can get out of his own way, he'll have a bunch of clips.
Yeah.
He does have a few, but his anger kicks in real quick. He goes from
He's
being a
got
normal
2 right
homie.
now.
Yeah.
He's got 2 and they're good
And
ones.
we want him to get to 5 at
That
least.
would be great.
That would be ideal.
But yeah, he gets so angry so fast. And like he got a wicked one in Australia. And I think like within the first like 4 seconds, me and Safer were like, we have to keep him calm because he can do this.
The
But,
third
just
try,
calm
he was
down.
like, fuck. And then after, he's like, yo, I haven't done that trick in like 4 years. Like, what the? Why are you getting mad after 3 tries then?
Dude, it makes
Nut
no
job.
sense. But yes, you will see. And he is hella smooth, man. Hella smooth.
Yeah, and he's like the unofficial TM on all the trips, so he's always in the mix. He's always in position to get a clip, and he'll keep getting them. Highlights, Australia. Bunt jam.
Shit, man. I honestly think that like I knew like what a special place it was as far as like skate scene and like obviously the talent pool they have over there, but it was just an insane like welcoming we received from the moment we got off the plane. John Legend, aka John Fitzgerald, picking up all the boys because the Bunt always rolls deep, and then just from day one to the last day, like everyone there just took great care of us. Like Jeff Campbell, Map Stone, you name it, everyone that was like big in the skate scene and we needed help with anything, they were there. But obviously like we had a really special like Airbnb with wicked household of homies we brought over. Scotty Booth, Adam Reed, obviously Mitch Barrett, Burrows, Sixer. But it was really fun to go away with Ants One for me. Like,
Oh, okay, yeah.
I didn't forget him. I was about to highlight him.
Let's go.
That dude, man, he'll make you smile at any given time. He's got stories for days. Super talented guy. Wish he skated more because every time he steps on the board, he surprises me in that aspect as well. But just, yeah, loved having that time with Ants One again, man. Feel like it's been years since we've had it, and that was just special to know that we've traveled a lot and done a lot, and he's been with the Bunt since basically day one. And to come this far and just see him obviously killing it, DJing the whole thing at a Bunt Jam in Australia was special.
No, couldn't agree more. Ants, you're a legend. And fucking, yeah, like, I feel like we probably said it, but me and him went to high school together. So it's so crazy to go from him being little bro, he's 2 years younger than me, like skating flat together at lunchtime, to Melbourne in our fucking mid 30s is pretty fucking sick. Fuck, fuck, you kind of said all the things I was thinking of, but I just want to go over some of the homies that we made over there. I mean, people that we already been talking to, but to actually, you know, set feet on the ground over there and feel the love. John Fitz, fucking Jeff Campbell, might as well be a stand-up comedian in the skate world. The shit talk is top tier with Mr. Campbell. And I remember the last dinner we had there, he's like, you know, like, I'm one of the most like lovable people in the Melbourne skate scene. And John was like talking to someone else. He's like, that's a lie. And then kept talking. Like, he's just too funny. Anthony Mapstone, a new all-time favorite of mine. We need to keep him at every Bunt Jam going forward. The energy he brings is just second to none. Digby, seeing our boy Zion over there too, just fucking can't stop, won't stop. Just, yeah, Davies. I don't know. I gotta stop naming people because then you forget people and you look like a dick. But
well, one we're not gonna forget is Nick Pisario, man.
Oh,
from the moment we landed till like the last day, absolute legend. Lives up to every I don't know, just lives up to the hype, man. He is the hype man, brings the hype, nothing but good times.
And he is a huge part in like just making that happen from the get-go. I mean, it all really started with his interview and the fucking Switch Smith talk. So shout out Nick, shout out the entire Melbourne scene and everyone who came from near and far to the Bunt Jam. All the people like the fucking Connors and Unas and shit that also came from Canada, Stefan, Roderick. It was incredible, man. And hopefully we get to do it again one day.
Epic. All right, last one for the post office this week. We have a video question. Let's take a listen and then we'll just tap the video in.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Safe up, Donovan. We're sipping on some Beamers, you know, having a good time. Having a good time. Got represent, but we're in Stockholm. The music's off right now, but we're doing a video question, couple of Beamers in. So, we just want to wonder, if you could pick any pro skater's career as your own career, who would you pick and why?
Damn, the homies got Bunt shirts on and everything in the bar, man.
Couple legends. You remember meeting them at the jam? I think I took a picture, me and Nick, because they had the Andrew shirt and a Bunt shirt, or the Andrew Bunt collab. Me and Nick took a picture with them.
Epic.
Legends.
What a wicked question too. Shit.
Concise and fun questions like that. That's what the post office is all about. I got mine. I want
to nail this. Okay, go.
Okay,
You go.
I'll go first. You can keep thinking about it. I'm gonna go with Stefan Janowski. Like, yo,
he took the bag, eh?
Yeah. No, but let me start by saying this: erase the bag. Yo, just don't even give him. Don't even give him the shoe bag. Like, he's already one of my favorite skaters. He's already, like, the parts he's put out are some of the best of all time. Mosaic, fucking all the Habitat videos. Like, he's just triple OG legend. His Transworld part, like, me and you love him, his skating to death. And then you add in the bag, it's a no-brainer.
The bag is unreal.
And he's not, like, he's probably not getting, I mean, not that skaters really get stopped in the streets for autographs, but, like, he's so low-key that he could just move around in silence. He's got the bag. He's got the legendary status, the respect from his peers. And he's just a genuinely nice ass dude. So I'm going with him.
Fuck, man. This is hard. But I think I'm going to go with Jeff Rowley.
Oh, okay.
I could have taken the bag. Like, the other option was P-Rod, obviously.
But there is a bag with Rowley, too.
Yeah, but there is. But, like, there's obviously guys who have had, you know, longer careers. My first thought was to go with P-Rod. But I always adored Rowley as a kid, man. Coming from overseas, just Vans and Flip, Volcom. Like, as a kid, that was the holy trinity, man. Like, epic. So I'll go with Rally, man.
Remind the people what your email was when you were a kid.
Rally_rips@hotmail.com.
It's about time we got him on the pod too.
I know.
We got to get Janowski on to do Random Skater one of these weeks.
Yeah. Would be sick to get him back on. But Jeff Rally, man. Go watch those parts again, dude. Jeff Rally in one of the most iconic Vans shoes. Like, come on. All his shoes were iconic, but yeah.
Yeah. No, two great
Rally
answers.
And Janowski.
Two great answers to a great question. Thanks for ending the post office in style, boys.
Yes,
Sipping
sir.
Beamers.
Make sure you get your emails, voice notes, and video questions over to thebuntlive@gmail.com. Halfway through the season, man. This is the Rundown, the Skateboard World source for sports. They want more NBA talk. We're going to give it to them. But first, the end of Daniel Jones in New York comes out with an epic speech or retirement or whatever the fuck you want to call that. I never heard of that in week 7 but, or 11, whatever it fucking was.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones is gone, man. He got benched, didn't want to stay there, obviously, asked for his release. Good riddance. Can't believe they paid him over Saquon. Where's Daniel Jones going to end up?
Well, today, Gardner Minshew, broken collarbone, could go to the Raiders.
He doesn't want to play. I don't think he wants to go somewhere and play.
If I'm a Raiders fan, I don't want him there anyways. Maybe you win an extra game and get further away from a higher pick.
It's not the move.
Yeah. You think he wants to go somewhere and be a backup and just fucking make money, chilling?
Yeah, he needs to just get out of the limelight or whatever it is for a little bit.
Yo, you know what I've never seen? Like a fan base be so over someone and social media just destroying him every week and all the memes, and then he makes that speech and then they get sappy and then you make fun. Like, I forget that lady's name on First Take. She made fun of him for after the speech, and then everyone's destroying her. Like,
come to his
you can't have it both ways. You can't make fun of this dude for
years.
years.
You can have it any way you fucking want in sports, dude.
I know, but
especially
that
with
was
fans,
just so weird.
Yeah, but yeah, good riddance. If you were a potential buyer of an NFL team, you have a couple billion to buy an NFL team, but the only two options are the Jets or the Giants. Which franchise are you buying, man?
Wow. Yo, honestly, I think it's got to be the Giants, man. Like the Jets, like the Giants are so
the Jets
pathetic.
are cursed, bro.
Like, the Jets are legitimately cursed.
Yeah.
Like I remember watching
the Giants.
Yo, I remember watching. I don't know if you watched it. It was one of the night primetime games, and it was like must win. Like almost every game has been for the Jets, and it was their last win. Who'd they beat? The Texans, when they were like super banged up. And that homie, I was watching with Colette, and I was like, "Yo, this team's cursed." I just said that, and then the next play, the rookie had the rushing touchdown and threw it out of his hands before he crossed the goal line, and I was like, "Yo, I've never like." You tell someone something and then they're cursed like within seconds of you saying it.
It's terrible, man.
Yeah, I don't think I could deal with being a Jets fan. I think Larry David is no longer a fan. Like he made an episode about a fan killing himself because of the Jets. Like that's how tortured they are over there, man. At least the Giants won a couple Super Bowls. Like
the Giants have a good history. At least the Jets have absolutely nothing. And looks like Aaron Rodgers will be gone as well. There's rumors of potentially benching him down the stretch and releasing him and moving on. They should have just stuck with Robert Saleh, obviously, and ridden this season out properly. So you chose the Giants over the Jets. What if I throw the Cowboys in there?
Oh, shit. I think, like, just going forward from this day forward, like with what they have in place, damn, that would be tempting. I mean, if we're talking money,
you're tied to Dak,
a money
now,
printer. Yeah, honestly, fuck. Oh my god, that's hard. Because, yeah, they're giving way too much money to Dak and Lamb. They can't even build around that. Like, look how ass they were this year, even before he got hurt. But I'll go with the Cowboys, though. Fuck it.
Okay, then one more follow-up question. So now you're the owner of the Cowboys and you need a head coach. Are you taking Dion or Belichick?
Belichick all day, every day. Come on, man.
All right, let's get off the NFL. The people want the NBA. More surprising start, the Cavaliers or the Sixers?
Oh my! They're both very. One's a pleasant surprise, and one's a. Are you fucking kidding me?
Obviously.
So, but I'll go with Philly, man. Like Cleveland, we knew was a really good team. They just needed to. I don't know. Evan Mobley has so much potential. This is the first year I feel like he's actually playing like the guy we've been wanting to see since he got into the league. They got their twin towers. I love it. When Donovan Mitchell re-signed there, and it's like, all right, there's no more questions about, is he gonna leave in the summer? Like they're locked in. Yes, it was surprising they were 15-0, now they're 16-1, but not as surprising as Philly, who I think when we started the pod, I think I was like, I want to see them in the finals. Mm-hmm. They're fucked. 3-13. I never could have imagined that start, but also shouldn't even be that surprised because we're talking about Embiid and Paul George and their injury histories. Why the hell did Embiid play in the Olympics, man? That's what I can't wrap my head around. This guy's never
It's crazy
healthy.
because on First Take they're talking about he was looking fresh and spry, enjoying his time on Team USA, and then you get back to the Sixers and it's just not good, man. That's like a lot of what drove me away from the NBA is just like, and the fantasy is like, you have these guys. There was one season in one of my last ones there where I just absolutely stroll through the season with Jokic and Lillard, and then I lose in the semifinals because they just take the week off, like the whole week. Like this shit is just terrible for fandom and the league in general. And it started with Kawhi, and it's just like every star just has like rest days. It's like, dude, this is literally what you're paid for, man. The rest and shit is just insane.
I know. I'd be down for like 72 games or however many games if it actually felt like the regular season mattered. I'm still gonna lock in the playoffs, but dude, I feel you so much on that. Like I've been trying to understand why I watch so much less basketball ever since the pandemic season, and I think it's just what you're saying. Like we love fantasy, but fantasy is so not fun, especially when you dedicate 20-something weeks to basketball, and your whole season gets shit on because of rest. Like it's so fucking annoying.
Like I agree that 82 games is too long to play, especially with these preseason and then teams that go well into the playoffs. Like it's a long ass time. Like, but they need the revenue. Like in order to pay these guys these massive contracts, to have these, the amenities that the teams have, all the employees, like they need to generate the revenue. So guys were playing these games before. Just play the fucking games, man. Enough with the fucking rest, dude. It's a war of attrition, obviously. Like sports are like that. The NHL is like that. The NBA is like that.
I just never remember it being so much. It
never
of a
was
big
this
deal.
bad. It never was. Just
like from when we started playing fantasy, that wasn't even like a thing that crossed your mind. Like, if my teams, I remember the first time it pissed me off. I remember it was our second year doing the league when the Warriors won, and I somehow had like Steph Curry. I had a bunch of Hawks who won 60 wins that year, and then I make the finals against our boy Theo. And then half my team's resting because they just did. But that was a little different. That's like record.
We would always worry about that, where it's like if this team gets to the end and they're in first place by 10 games, they'll miss a game or two. But this is something completely.
But this is on top of that, it's like it's brutes. Anything else for our homie?
Dude, I don't even watch the NBA, so I wouldn't even know what to tell you. Couldn't tell you the last time I watched the game, but I can fill you in that the Maple Leafs under Craig Berube are looking incredible, man. We're a little bit beat down, a lot of guys missing in action, and young guys and veterans are stepping up and taking their place. And fuck, man, I love the NHL. It's fucking back. And it's just better than the NBA, man. Makes no sense to me how little money the NHL has in comparison to these other leagues.
Are you talking about player salaries or just in general? Because obviously the salaries, roster
just in general,
size
you
is a
can
huge
just
thing.
tell like that the production value, the panels, the commentators, like everything just lacks money. Like there are teams like the Rangers and the Canadians and the Leafs that like those are, high money franchises, but I don't know, man. Like Tobias Harris makes more than the top 3 fucking highest paid NHLers, which will make absolutely zero sense, man.
Tobias Harris could walk down the street and no one would know him.
Not one person. Well, except for us. What is one thing you're looking forward to in the NBA season, man? You watch this in-season tournament or what?
No, I haven't watched a game from the in season yet. I'm pretty sure the Warriors are undefeated to this point. One thing I'm looking forward to is the Warriors. I think this is maybe Steph's last chance, Warriors' last chance to build some sort of contender around him. I didn't think it was possible, but they're off to an incredible start. And I think if they make like right now, they're built for the regular season, I'd say, with a lot of depth. But I wouldn't mind turning a few of those pieces into a star at the trade deadline and see what we can do, eh? Because the Raptors are rebuilding, so I'm not even gonna pretend to like have hope for them.
We used to talk about this in years past. Who's your league pass team this year? Who's the team you do watch? OKC?
Dude, I can't even lie. I don't have one yet, man. I just haven't watched shit. Like, if there's a close game, and now that we're back here, I haven't watched one yet, but I'll throw on the last 5 minutes of a close game on League Pass. But I haven't. I have. You know who I've watched the most so far? That's a lie. It's actually the Spurs, just because I drafted Wemby first overall, which was so scary to take him over Jokic.
Yeah.
And he kind of had a slow start, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And Jokic is averaging triple double. Like,
isn't he out right now?
I think he's back, but
okay.
It was, dog, you don't even know the pain when I looked, and it was like Wemby was averaging like shitty shooting percentage, like 19 points, 8 rebounds, whatever, few blocks, and then he turned it up a couple times. He dropped that 50 piece with 8 threes. I think he had a 9-block game, and I was like, all right, we're back, we're good.
Dude, remember the days of Hassan Whiteside dropping 10 blocks in games? Where the hell is he?
Yo,
man?
That guy robbed the Miami Heat blind.
Yeah.
I love that contract year, guys. I'm never mad at that unless it's a team I'm rooting for and you're like, fuck, we just spent all this money on this scrub. But he definitely robbed the Heat blind. That was insane.
NHL to NBA comparison. Sidney Crosby in NBA form is who? Is it Steph Curry or LeBron?
I'd say more like maybe. Oh yeah, you could say LeBron, right? Because I guess Gretzky's obviously Jordan, and then Sid the Kid's like arguably the second greatest of all time.
Yeah, I mean,
I like
he's obviously a better
Kobe.
player than Wayne Gretzky. Just like as a physical specimen. Save the league.
That's crazy. I worked on a commercial with him, and he didn't seem I guess a physical specimen. Isn't like Ovechkin like a bigger kind of beast, more of a specimen?
Maybe. Yeah, he's
like
bigger
I stood
than him,
next
for
to
sure.
him, and he didn't seem like
Ovechkin's like 30
overbearing.
something goals away from breaking Wayne Gretzky's
I heard that the other day. Is he hurt right now though?
Actually insane. Yeah, he just got hurt and it's a couple weeks. But it's funny, my girl's family are so Canadian, and they're like devastated that it's coming to an end.
Oh my god!
Because it's this Russian guy, and I'm like so hyped because like eventually, like records are meant to be broken. Like the fact that we've gotten to watch this guy just, stay so true to one team, stay there, win his cup with this team, and just love scoring goals, and that fact that he's gonna get there, and he's just gonna stay around till he gets there, and he should.
So you think he's gonna stay? Like if he doesn't get it this year, he's playing next year.
He'll stay 2 or 3 more. Like you have to, bro. At this point, to get that record off Gretzky, and
How
even
old is he?
Gretzky's hyped. I think he's 87 or like 86, so he's like late 30s.
Oh,
But
that's
he was,
G.
yeah, it's awesome.
I fuck with him. I've been a fan. I love his name.
The grade 8 legend
Yeah.
since he came into the league. Crosby's nemesis for a long time, man.
How many does Crosby have? 3?
He's got 3.
Yeah.
Ovi's got his 1, but that 1 was special. It's like
So,
the Dirk Nowitzki
Ovi's
championship.
Dirk. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
like-
I feel like I've said Crosby's Kobe before. but
Ovi's
maybe-
like, he's Dirk in regards to the 1 title, but he's like Crosby's villain, you know?
Mhm.
They're like, they would always play each other in the playoffs. And a lot of that was like, you know how Tom Brady didn't let people win championships because he would just like took so many? That's
Mhm.
like Crosby would just, he just like took some of Ovechkin's, you know? Because they would meet on their way. But,
Same conference.
yeah. All right, so you promised the people you better get into these NBA games.
Yeah, I will. Let's do a quick update on the standings as we're 2 weeks away. Oh wait, let me get the updated standings here in the Love Island League. You know what I'm saying? All right, this week I whooped Atiba Jefferson's dusty ass, Mr. For Days. You're in a fucking barn burner with
Yeah,
Davis
I
right
gotta
now.
get off of here and go watch this game, dude.
But right now, standings, Davis is in first, points for monster.
Yeah.
Dono at 8-4. Dono second, 8-4. I'm in third, 8-4. We got Mason having a hissy fit because he's losing today in fourth at 7-5. Atiba's fraud ass with no points for in fifth at 7-5. And Jake Anderson sneaking his way back into the playoff picture at 6. His points for are insane. He's at 6-6. And then outside looking in, Malto, Costin, Mike Mo, Nicole, fraud. She ain't making the playoffs. Scrub ass, Jesse Alba, and scrub ass Tim Fulton battling for last place and who gets eliminated from the league.
I don't want them to go.
I know. Are we gonna have to amend that rule if Tim writes us a nice email to the post office or rundown?
Yeah, we'll just have to
Begging to stay.
Punishment, you know.
Yeah.
That's
Just
fine.
has to send us 10 boards each a month
That's
for
fair.
life.
Yeah, he could do that.
No, I actually think he's gonna pass Jesse's dusty ass. That's my prediction on wax. Tim. I
And the
got your
thing, the
back.
problem is like you can't get rid of like Jesse's the glue guy who like makes the
Yeah.
every group chat has a glue guy. And,
Every
like,
group chat has someone who says pause every 3 seconds. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Jesse for us.
Yeah. All right, y'all. That's gonna wrap up this week's episode of the pod, man. See y'all next week.
Peace.